continue here in the words of the RAMBAM, Hilchas Avodah Zarah, Perek Aleph, where in Halacha Gimel, speaking about Avraham Avinu, how he came on the scene, broke all the idols of his father, and he wanted to reinstate the belief in one God of this world, the Creator, the Master of the universe, the Mashgiach who is watching over everything. And the only way to do this was to destroy the Avodah Zarah and to make debates with the false people of that generation who were promoting the belief in foreign gods and the like. And he writes, "V'roi la'abed u'l'shaber kol hatzuros." It is fitting to destroy all of the graven images, kedei shelo yitu behen kol ha'am, so that people should not make mistakes anymore. Like those people in the generation who believed there's no God besides these idols. And therefore the whole story in the Midrash with Avraham Avinu breaking the idols in his father's idol shop. Now once that we see that many people began to hear the words clearly of what Avraham Avinu was saying, Bikesh HaMelech L'Hargoi, the king Nimrod, wanted to kill him, and he threw him into the fiery furnace. HaKadosh Baruch Hu made a miracle, and not one hair on his face or his beard, not one thread of his clothing was even singed by the fires that were raging over there. And he got out of the pit, the furnace of the fire, and he ran off to a city called Haran. And he began to stand up and call out in a very loud voice, to all of the people. And he informed them, there's only one God, for the entire world. And he is the one that we should be serving. So Avraham Avinu now, he is saved. And the miracle takes place, and he realized that HaKadosh Baruch Hu saved him to spread the word, spread the message of Hashem, that everything else in this world is false. And that's exactly what he did. He went around, he went around from city to city, from village to village, from country to country, until he reached Eretz Yisrael, and over there he called out, he called out to the name of Hashem. Avraham Avinu is going on a mission now, and his mission is, I need to be mekarev as many people in this world as I possibly can to believe in the Rebbeinu Shalom, to see the foolishness and the ridiculous fantasy and the illusions of Avodah Zarah. And so he went from place to place, from town to town, from village to village, from country to country. And along the way, he began to teach everyone what it means to believe in the Rebbeinu Shalom. And at that point, he became so close to Hashem, with great nevuah, prophecy, he was able to call out to Hashem. The Kevon, Shahayu Ha'am Miskamsinoi. And since that everybody gathered around him, they asked him questions about what he was saying. Avraham Avinu was able to answer every single person according to their das, their nature, until he was able to restore the world to the path of truth. Till there were literally tens of thousands of people gathering around Avraham Avinu, Ve'hem Anshe Beis Avraham, and these were known as the people, the men in the house of Avraham. Avraham Avinu became the most successful kiruv expert that the world has ever known. He went from place to place. He spoke to each and every person on their level. To the very spiritual person, he knew how to give the spiritual answer. To the intellect, he knew how to give the intellectual answer. To the scientific mind, he would give the scientific answer. To the person that was less inspired, he knew how to give an answer that would at least open them up to this inspiration of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Avraham was a genius, a very samlev, a person who was very present and very mindful and understanding of the people around him, and he knew what he needs to say to be able to give over the Torah in the right way, and that is what's going to be machzir, is going to bring the whole generation to tshuva, to come back to Hashem. So that's the Rambam for today. And Mitzvah Hashem, we should be zeicher to an emes Tisha B'Av with elevation and meaningful fast that we're going to have. And we should use it as a day of introspection, that just like Avraham Avinu, 37 years of his life was introspecting to see what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants, who Hashem is. We should use the day, the 26 hours or so that we have, to be mizbainin, to go deeper into ourselves and to understand what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from us in our world and our practice of Emunah. Have a wonderful day.